is a Zerbinator Land production. Enjoy.
Hey, guys.
Hey, what's up?
Yo, was ist up?
What is up?
How's it going?
It's good to see Sean. Wow, and you brought Jim and
Yeah, we're all here.
Ferg.
Yeah.
Against my better judgment.
Yeah. Put Jim down on the couch there.
All right, dude. Man, seriously, Jim, you are so terrible. See, I always have to put him down.
Well,
Yeah, you might want to ease up on the tranquilizer next time.
how are you guys doing? I want to thank you guys for coming over for the party
Yes,
tonight.
thank
Thank us
you.
then if you want to.
Yeah, is there pizza?
Thank you guys
Oh, you're quite welcome, I'm sure.
for coming by. I gotta go though.
Where are you going?
What?
We have
Well,
guests.
I have to go downstairs. Apparently, all of the tabs on the cassettes downstairs, they all need to be popped.
Why?
Because
You can't do that
Well-
right here? You can't just bring them up?
no, there's like 600 cassettes downstairs, and I got to get that done.
Lord.
Yeah. All right.
But guess who's going to
Dude,
be
it's the
coming by?
90s. You're still using cassettes?
Cassettes are staging a comeback.
Thank you, Jim.
I read that
Thank
on the
you.
internet, so it has to be true.
Well,
That's true.
don't they have a cassette store day now?
They do now.
Yeah,
I'm going to run
now.
with that.
So I'm going to go
That's April
downstairs. I'm going to go downstairs, but Bernie Sanders is coming over. And when you see him, just tell him I said hi. I'll see you guys in a little
Bye,
bit.
Kevin.
Bye, Kevin.
Man, I sure hope he wipes after he goes.
Hey, do you guys know what Bernie Sanders looks like? Is he the guy with the red hair?
I think he's the guy that looks like Phil Donahue
The
stuck
red
his
hair and
finger in an
rectangular
electric
glasses?
outlet.
Is that him?
What?
So,
Okay.
so-
You get it. I'm not getting paid to open
yeah,
the door.
go ahead, Ferg.
I'll get it. Here I come. All right, hold on a second. I have
Let's
to
see how long
prepare
we can make
myself
him
for
knock.
all this healthcare talk. Okay, I'm opening the door now. Hi, Bernie.
Oh, hello, guys.
Oh boy, did you get like 12, 15 years older since I saw you on TV this morning? Now come downstairs and meet Sean and Jim.
I have to go downstairs.
Yes, you do.
Oh, boy.
Son of
Hey,
a
here we go.
bitch.
You need the little rascal thing? Wait, what's that thing that goes up and down the stairs? I forgot.
Did you? Holy
slinky?
crap! You have one here. This would be great. Let me go ahead and
Oh,
sit
Kevin likes
there.
to ride it up and down, so. Sit in
He
that.
does.
So,
Oh, kind of like
Wait,
from the
he's
movie
taking a
Gremlins.
Slinky down this stairs? You're talking about that little lady thing
Yeah.
that goes up and... Oh, okay.
Give me a moment, guys.
Yeah.
I'm coming down.
What's he coming down with?
I can do that later. I really can do that later. Guys, I want to thank you for having me over.
you're welcome. How's it? Did you bring us
really,
any
It's
Ben and
not our
Jerry's,
house,
Bernie?
so hey.
One at a time. I know you all have a bunch of questions, and I'm honored to be here. First thing, Ferg, I like you to make me a Bacardi.
Okay.
I'm very thirsty, and I'm going to be here a while.
All
So
right.
if you make me a
I feel bad
Bacardi,
drinking
and
in front of you then if you're thirsty. Sorry, Bernie.
I'm very thirsty, but that's okay because I've decided to run for president again.
yeah, great.
And I'm going to
And there
do
was
it
much
this time.
rejoicing.
Yay.
Thank you very much. I shall be almost 80 when I get voted into office, and I'm looking so forward to it.
Yay.
And I can't wait to save the planet and save the world and save everybody, the trees, the seas, the fleas, and the keys to New York.
All right.
Where's my Havarti? I mean, Bacardi.
Oh,
I was
thought
going
you
to ask
said-
if you wanted cheese and crackers.
Yeah. Here's your.
So,
here's
Bernie,
your,
whom are you wearing today?
Well, today I'm wearing this. If you take a look right here in the tag, today I'm wearing Tuscans, fellas. I decided to go all out.
No, that's
did.
good.
Sure did.
Bringing back some bad
They told
memories,
me
Bernie.
I was coming over to the Please Pie Factory, and I thought I would come by, and I couldn't believe I was invited. I know it's going to help me with my my job here to become. I pulled something out of my ear,
Oh, God.
and
Doing.
it's really thick and gooey.
All
Ferg.
right. No, I'm not touching that.
Apparently he is.
Save it.
No,
Save it.
that-
It might
I'm gonna
save my
pass.
life one
Hey,
day.
I got a question for you, Bernie. Your whole healthcare proposal, does that cover Depends?
It'll cover depending on whether or not you're attending with different types of underwears made out of plastic. So if you have a problem with constitutional consistencies or incontinental dividers, what you're going to do is wear these things, and it'll cover it so that your penis or vagina will be covered by a tens or depends or
Which
the continentals.
We got to know which one.
Well, there's only 2 genders right now, unless there's more. If that's still going on,
Jesus.
I don't know. I just got here, Bernie, but just like yourself, I don't know.
yeah, I know the feeling. It's like that every time I run for president. I have a question for you.
All right.
Would you guys be? I failed the 5th grade.
Oh, boy.
Biting my tongue.
I so
That
failed.
explains a lot.
Yeah, they
Ferg is my
they pushed
conscience.
me forward. They pushed me forward.
Okay.
I just want to see if you guys are smarter than I was when I was a 5th grader. And I figured what we would do is take a quiz. 10 questions, really quick, history.
Really
Can we
quick.
do this without
Okay,
Jeff
now who's the
Foxworthy?
source of these questions? Was it you who failed 5th grade?
These are actually the questions that were on the test that I failed.
Ah, okay. So do you know what the right answers are? Did you find out from the teacher?
Well, I'm hoping you will tell me.
Oh, great. Well, can you call up your old teacher and say, hey, it's Bernie, remember me? Can you tell me
Oh,
the
you know
answers?
what? I think he's retaking the test and he wants the answers from us so he can submit them.
Oh, okay.
The thing
Guys,
is the
Guys,
teacher.
guys, come here.
Okay.
Bernie, go over there for a second. Guys, come here.
Okay, I'm going to play with my ear goo.
Let's give him bogus answers.
Okay.
Sure. Sounds like a plan.
Just C for everything, okay?
Is he eating
So is
it?
that tasty there, Bernie?
Oh, Bernie.
Huh?
Bernie.
This stuff
It's-
is really good.
It's not Ben and Jerry's. Don't eat that.
Let me write that down with Bacardi.
Was that ranch flavored?
Ugh.
No, it's just regular Bacardi. What we're going to do is we're going to go down these 10 questions. And these are 5th grade questions. To answer your question, my teacher's dead.
Oh, you are.
Oh, I wasn't even going to ask that, but okay.
She died 70 years ago.
Oh, my.
So you would have been, what, 40?
35.
Oh.
Close. All right, so here we go. Bernie's 5th grade history quiz. Question number 1.
Number 1.
Who was the president of the Confederate States during the Civil War in the United States? Ulysses Grant, Abraham Lincoln, Jefferson Davis, or Thomas Jefferson?
What about Thomas Jefferson Davis?
Millard
I thought it was
Fillmore.
Jim Davis.
Ooh, Jim Davis.
Wrong.
Boss Hogg.
It was Mr. Jefferson.
Mr.
Dynamite.
Jefferson.
Yeah, that one.
The one that was moving on up to the east side?
That's the one.
Oh, okay.
Let me do this better. You're each gonna get a call out.
Huh.
Ferg, you call out the Beatles. Sean, you call out Schnook.
All right.
Jim, you call out Pie.
Pawn.
Oh, so that's like our buzzer.
That's your buzzer. words.
Oh.
All right, so forget number 1. It's obviously Mr. Jefferson.
I forgot it the moment I heard it.
Good. Number
So
2.
I'm winning, right?
So far, you're ahead. 35-0.
Number 2.
Number 2. When did the U.S. Civil War end? Here's your choices.
Oh, never mind.
All right. Well, Sean, you can jump on.
That would be, well, that was 1492, right?
Close. So close. Here are your choices. 1934, 1861, 1865, or 1860.
Beatles.
All right, but put down my Bacardi.
1066.
Close.
Pie.
The answer is it's still ongoing. Number 3.
Oh, I was going to say not soon enough.
Oh, I didn't hear you say pie. I thought you said why. Sean's ahead by 80 points.
It's a tennis match.
Number 3.
Number 3.
Number 3.
What are the 2 causes of the U.S. Civil War? Pay raises and droughts, floods and stock market crashes and wildfires, or the election of Abraham Lincoln and the South having to succeed. Oh, secede. Whoops.
I was say, they didn't succeed at anything, especially if the war's ongoing.
They sure got one hell of an orange vehicle with a flag on it.
My, this is a rough one. This is 5th grade?
Yeah,
Pie.
I know, right? I know.
Pie.
Jimmeled.
Hookers and blow.
Close. We were looking for boats and hose. Oh, the crowd is upset. How about we just do 5 of these?
Bernie, is your healthcare plan going to cover ADD medications? Because clearly you need some.
Yeah. We're going to have special ed, and then we're going to have sex ed, and then we're going to have phys ed.
What about Special K? You need that good breakfast.
That'll help.
Number 4.
Number 4.
Number 4? Number 4?
First atomic bomb attack was on what city? Madrid? Nagasaki? Hiroshima? Or New York? Oh, sorry, New York.
Schnook.
Hey, Sean, for the steal.
Yeah, it's that first answer. Love ladies.
I have no idea.
Dang.
Excuse me.
We'll go ahead and give that to Sean.
I was going to say
5
Roswell.
5,000. No, that was close.
Actually, yeah.
I know it was either Love Ladies or Ho Hocus. I just guessed.
Hokum?
I like the whole thing.
That's what she said.
That's what she said.
Number 5.
Number 5.
And the final question. I'm sorry. The older I get, the attends are not working and it's leaking out
Do
the
we even need this?
side.
I'm already going to be the winner. Unless it's worth... unless this question is like 711 points or something.
You know,
Yeah,
like the
this-
last round of Family Feud where none of the previous rounds matter because everything in the last round is worth triple points.
Right.
What Jim said. Adolf Hitler was the last leader of which party? The Federalist Party? The Republican Party? Democratic Party? Or the Not-Seeing Party?
Pie.
Jimmeled.
At the Thompson party at Chuck E. Cheese.
Close.
Table for 6.
All right, I know Ferg knows this one, so I'm just going to say Beatles.
Okay, and the correct answer is...
Republican Party.
The Beatles.
Pre-recorded live at KMAX Studios right here in New England in the Upper Eastern United States in association with Delaware. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand by. Hello and welcome. Ferg Ferguson. And featuring Sal LaSalle.
Sal LaSalle.
And Bab Sherman.
Hi, my name is Bob Sherman.
And Ferg's mistress. Please sit back and please enjoy the show and please stand by. The show is about to begin.
Hello and welcome to episode 77 of Please Stand By.
WABC.
77.
This is a comedy podcast about nothing and everything all at once.
And
Pre-recorded live here in KMAX Studios in the heart of Connecticut in association with Illinois and Delaware.
Yeah.
This episode is titled Inside Joke because I guarantee there'll be a ton of them and I'm just going to sit here picking my nose and earwax.
All right.
Which one are you going to pick? There's so many excellent choices, Kevin.
Earwax, I choose you.
I've got 9 holes and I figure that I got to pick one of them. Well, before we continue, I just want to say thank you so much, Jim and Sean, for showing up.
Yes.
The two gentlemen that have been uber kind to us and entertained us for many years on the Pie Factory podcast.
I wasn't
Thank you
doing
for
anything
coming.
tonight. I wasn't doing anything any night.
All right. Glad to have you here. Hey, guys, you want to talk a bit?
Yes.
Sure.
Let's do this.
Might as well.
This is the time for pleasant discussion in a thoroughly relaxed mood. Don't spring unpleasant surprises. If they have disagreeable news, they'll postpone the discussion until another time.
Sean, what do you got going on in life here?
Oh, God, in life. We got Midwest Gaming Classic coming up that we're kind of like getting all, it's coming soon. And we're prepping for that.
Is it April?
April 12th, 13th,
it's
14th.
next month. It's next month already.
Oh, that's right.
6 weeks away now.
Flargendorfen. Yeah.
Flargendorfen.
Yeah. Oh, so we got that going on. We're going to have a contest that we'll give out some details on our own podcast.
Cool.
Yeah.
So you better
Where can
listen
they
to
find your podcast really quick?
PieFactoryPodcast.com.
He said really quick. PieFactoryPodcast.com.
But that wasn't really quick enough for you?
That's what she said.
You were talking also about songwriting?
Oh, dude, yeah. I'm going to be taking a songwriting course at the Old Town School of Folk Music coming up starting this coming Thursday from when we're recording this. The world has been warned. Yeah. One of the songwriting courses I took before over there, I think it was the final thing in this course where they said, okay, take everything that you learned from this course and just write the best song you have in you. And I performed it in front of the class, and then the teacher said, were you mental when you wrote that?
Oh.
And he said, no, I'm mental all the time.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
And you didn't haul off and hit her because nowadays it's frowned upon to start smacking
Oh, she was trying
women,
to haul off and hit me, actually. So
That's just rude.
and she was trying to grab me by the hair and take a club, you know?
Not a club, the club.
Like one of those little bumpy caveman clubs.
Now, I was thinking about the anti-theft device for your car.
I don't know what happened
That's
to my
exactly
club.
what I was thinking.
It disappeared.
It did, didn't it?
I had one years ago and it's gone. I don't know what happened to it.
Someone stole it, probably.
Someone stole that, but not the car.
Do you need to put a club on the club?
Yeah, that should be the I mean, yeah.
While you're drinking a club soda. Jim,
Yes.
what do you think of Sean?
Sean is
What's
the
the
best
better?
podcaster ever, and everyone should listen to Autobiography of a Schnook.
It sounds like you were reading something and it says it.
Yeah, it really
And
did.
I am not being paid to say this anymore. It
It is
was
good,
much
though.
better than Cats. I'm going to see it again and again.
So what is up with you, my friend?
Working, coming home, eating dinner, and playing games until I go to bed every day. I wanted to say something. I was actually thinking about this the other day. About the first time I listened to Please Stand By. I was on my computer just doing, random searches like, places to go, places to be gone, trips and stuff, not too far from where I live and that. And I decided, what, Sean had been talking about Please Stand By, might as well listen to it. And so I turned it on. And
Thank you.
The only thing I really can say about that is that further to the south is the last volcanic plug, Haystack Mountain. This little mountain is my favorite of the three, as its shape most closely resembles an actual volcanic chamber. A sudden upthrust of rock about 100 feet tall and circular in shape is located in an otherwise normal forest near the east branch on Tonagon River. This mountain is fairly easy to reach, less than a half-mile from a dirt road, and involves a little bushwhacking. The climb is difficult, and the rock is uniformly steep on all sides.
She said.
But the views and flat, pine-covered top are more than worth it. So, there you go. I mean, I can't think about Please Stand By without thinking about volcanoes in Michigan. Okay. And there are three.
I want to say something positive.
That was very magnanimous of you.
Magnanimous.
I love it.
Now I pass the mantle to Ferg.
Oh my God!
Improv.
Very good.
Mount St. Helens. Funny, right?
I get it because
Mount St. Helens blows.
That's what she said.
Oh, boy.
We actually went on a family vacation to Mount St. Helens in 1986. Well, actually, it was me, my brother, and my dad. It was quite
You
a
bet
neat
your
trip.
ass you did.
Oh.
In 1980, one, we went on a trip out east, and we've had to visit, of course, 3 Mile Island.
Oh, TMI.
How long was it?
Ferg, you have the mantle.
What did I write down? I went to the doctor for the first time in I don't know how long. But it was good. The doctor is a new doctor to me. And it was actually my first...
Not to everybody else.
First female doctor I've ever had. The first doctor...
Wait, did you say a nude doctor?
New, without the D at the end.
A nude
it was actually
female
the
doctor.
first doctor I've had in Delaware in 20 years that wasn't overweight, which is a good sign, I guess.
Oh, first doctor in the first state.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, congratulations on getting your first unit of the National Park Service a couple of years ago.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah, for just a brief moment, you tied Illinois with 1.
Oh, yeah.
Now we have 2.
Yeah. Do we have 1? I didn't
You have
think we had
1
any.
now. It's called First State National Historic Park.
Okay.
Right, we don't realize what's going on here, right?
What?
It's Friday night, and we're all listening to Jim talk about Delaware.
You need to play that clip from Wayne's World, where they're in front of the green screen with the postcards.
Oh, yeah.
Welcome to Delaware.
All right, what about you, Kev?
Hi.
Yay, doctor. Kevin. Over to Kev.
I'm glad that you got a new female doctor. That's nice.
Yeah.
I like the female doctors because male doctors, to me, they seem to, and it's just me, if anybody gets up in a tiny bunch, not in the room, but just in general listening, emails go to instrumentally@gmail.com, but male doctors always have like a pissing match, it seems. I haven't had a understanding male doctor. Well, the one I have now, Charles Masterman, is nice. But yeah, there's a lot of value on being manly. And, if I go in with like a cut on my pinky and it's bothering me, they're like, I'll just put a Band-Aid on it. But if you go in with a woman doctor, they're like, oh, that's gotta hurt. You said you play piano? Does it hurt when you play piano? Yeah. Well, let's I'll kiss it and make it better.
God. I knew it was going to go there.
Why it goes there? What's wrong with that? And I'm like, you look pretty today. And she,
All right.
and I'm like, hey. And then she says, do you mind if we invite in all the other nurses to help with your pinky? And I'm like, sure, come on in, ladies. And then it's a party.
Oh, I've seen this before. It's called Supergirls Do General Hospital.
That's it. All because I cut my finger. I want to thank Paul Nermanen for his kindness. He's been messaging Ferg and I. He just came across Please Stand By and has been like going show for show telling what he loves about it. Yeah. Nothing makes my head inflate more and more.
Oh, I thought you said he was going show by show telling you what he liked about it. Nothing.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. That's what happens if you don't know punctuation.
If you're going show by show and liking nothing, why are you going show by show?
Hope.
So I want to thank Paul Nermanen for his kindness and his words. That's wonderful. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Paul.
And I'm glad you're enjoying the show.
Yes.
Thank you. I have a new album in the works.
Yay.
It's going to be called Graffiti, and I'm 4 songs down, 6 to go, and it should be out in April. So at the end of the show tonight, I decided to go ahead and play the title track titled Graffiti, and you can check it out, see if you like it, and if you do, there'll be 9 more songs coming with it in April, by April 15th.
Cool. Are you playing your new drum set on there?
Yes,
oh,
I am.
Cool.
Using the 9009 kit, the 808 kit, and the 202 by Boss.
Nice.
I really want to get one of those electronic, like one of those drum sets, kind of like what I'm seeing behind you.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm going to walk over there and look. Yeah, I want to get something like that. Are these things like easy to like fold up and put away like once you're done?
Oh, you can actually if you want to. I leave it out all the time, but you can turn it in.
I want to play drums. I want to learn how, but I have like 11 other neighbors in the same building.
Yeah.
And they probably wouldn't appreciate a real drum
headphones.
set. Yeah.
Yep, headphones, and it even has inputs for your MP3, your computer, or whatever.
One time I was
play with your stuff.
One time I was riding my bike, and I was on my way home. It was only about a mile or so from home, and I was going through a red light. And in the middle of the street was one
drum set.
Was one drumstick just in the road. And I'm like, of course I have to pick that up, and I picked it up and brought it home. And now I have 3 drumsticks, so I'm going to have to grow a third arm.
Well, give one to the guy from Def Leppard.
Oh.
That's all we need.
Shit, too soon. I saw on the street the other day, which is unusual, unspooled videotape, which I haven't seen in a long time.
I haven't seen one of those in a long time. I used to see those all the time, like videotape and audio tape.
Yeah.
Then eventually I'd see scratched up CDs just on the curb.
Tired of this.
I mean,
Throw it out the
next
window.
I'm going to see like a whole bunch of ones and zeros for an MP3 file that someone doesn't like anymore. Like someone's going to write the raw code on the curb with charcoal or something.
Oh, who left a stack of punch cards?
We've been seeing coyotes like crazy up here in Connecticut. Yes.
Huh.
So 3 times this past week alone, I'm driving, delivering something, and a coyote goes running across the street.
Wow.
Oh, you'd like where I
big
live.
Wolf dogs.
Did you find yourself driving in something that was suddenly just painted on the side of a rock?
Not yet.
Oh.
No, but sometimes when you're driving, you hear this.
It's amazing that Wile E. Coyote is known for chasing this Roadrunner, but not his epic paintings of tunnels.
I have one more thing to mention.
Okay.
Oh.
Some reason I asked Jim to join me for Pretentious Podcast.
I'm regretting the decision already.
I'm looking very forward to this. He's going to help me with the Pretentious Podcast reboot. Thank you, Jim, very, very much.
Sure.
And looking so forward to this because I think it's going to be fun and funny. And I need his expertise on wit and witticisms, so this will be good. And somebody's giggling at that.
My expertise on wit?
I'm not saying a dang thing. I'm just going to have some ice.
Ice, baby.
Was this not a good choice?
I think ice was a wonderful choice. I love ice. It's like all the snack you want and you don't gain weight.
Oh, God.
You just have to pee a lot.
Go on YouTube and look up the video Ice Ice Brimley.
No.
Oh, God, that just sounds bad already.
They took Wilford Brimley's Liberty Medical commercial and put it to Vanilla Ice's Ice Ice Baby. Oh, dear Lord, it's one of the funniest damn things I've ever seen. And I watch it like every week.
Does with Brian Williams and makes him actually rap the thing?
Yes.
Oh, no. I got to check that out.
Collaborate and listen.
Ladies like my company. I love all through the night. I've got the most energy. See if I'm not right. So laugh all your cares away and have some Brimley fun. Cause I've got 15 or 20 problems. But it is not one. Nice Brimley.
So listen to Wilford, the Love Doctor.
Well, hey, let's go on to news, my friends.
News.
We've got all the news right here. Don't go away.
We've got all the news right here, so don't go away.
Local news.
All the way from Delaware, all the way down to Connecticut, and then we're also going to talk about the plains. Today, we're going to cover the news and commentary. We are going to start with Sean and Jim.
Oh. The news story that I'm talking about, I'm just going from memory here, but this is very local to us, but it's on a interstate highway, so it kind of affects the whole nation in a way.
It is one of the busier stretches of interstate highway in the country. If you're going from anywhere in the Northeast to anywhere in the Northwest, you pretty much have to drive. Well, you don't pretty much have to, but if you want to avoid the Chicago traffic, you pretty much have to drive this stretch of interstate. And it is Interstate 80 through Joliet, Illinois, my hometown and where Sean hailed from. And this is the bridge over the Des Plaines River.
Yes.
The bridges in the country have a sufficiency rating of from 0 to 100. One that collapsed in Minnesota a few years back was, I think it was a 50 or a 60. This bridge over the Des Plaines River in Illinois, in Joliet, Illinois, is
part of Interstate 80.
Part of Interstate 80.
Connects San Francisco-ish to Queens, I believe.
Yes, and its sufficiency rating is a 6.
Oh,
out of 100. It got so bad that one of the LED billboards approaching it has a warning up there now saying, caution, bridge ahead in critical condition.
No way.
Yeah, the mayor is doing everything he can legally do to discourage people from using it.
Holy crap.
And there's no real easy way around this. Oh yeah, and it doesn't help that that the Joliet, Illinois area is the largest inland port in the country. When I say inland port, I'm not talking ships, but I'm talking like semi trucks.
Yeah,
and they've only been talking about widening this stretch of highway that has 42,000 cars on it per day. They've only been talking about widening it for 20 years, and Illinois has no money. And,
wouldn't they make less money if someone sued them for like billions of dollars just because one car went down?
Well, you'd think.
Wouldn't that be smarter to go ahead and put $100 in there and buy a cable and tighten that bitch somehow? I don't know.
I don't know how the
case of crazy glue.
Yeah. I go Gorilla Glue. That stuff.
Oh yeah.
Well, actually, no. Gorilla Glue did not work on my BC Blaster very well. But then again, I don't think I applied it very well.
BC Blaster.
That's what she said.
Yeah, this thing right here. It's a BC Blaster.
It's a controller, ladies and gentlemen.
Right here. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I got this in an eBay package a couple of years ago that had like a 7800 and a Sears Light Sixer, and there was absolutely no padding in the box, so the button came off one of these, and I tried to glue it on, and I accidentally glued the button permanently down.
Oh no!
So I'm trying to like dig the glue.
The highest score ever. How is he doing?
Yeah. The only problem is it is the fire button. So.
The only thing I use the Gorilla Tape for is on my earbuds, so I can tell the difference between what is left and what is right. So I'll just wrap a little one around the right, and that way I always know that's the right headphone to stick in my ear.
I just put like a big R on mine in permanent marker.
I can't see it. These are like the little skull candy buds, and they're really tiny. And when I'm driving, I use earbuds because the stereos hardly work in the cars, and I got to find the right
safe,
side.
Kevin.
You shouldn't be using earbuds while you're driving.
No.
No, you
shouldn't be watching Airbud while you drive either.
Note to
You should
self,
never be watching
when in
Airbud.
Connecticut.
That's true.
Like, stay off the road.
And don't drink. I shouldn't be drinking Bud too when I'm driving. But
no. None of those things are good.
I hope you're texting too, so you can at least balance it out. Maybe everything will cancel each other out.
It's called the multitask driver.
His feet are out the window.
That concludes.
And I hope you're also playing Atari games on your Tesla that you drive around with while you're doing all that.
Sure. Well, Fergus, what do you got for news?
Oh, so apparently a guy wanted to get he was shopping, and there were kids selling Girl Scout cookies, and he wanted to get them out of the cold, so he bought all of their stuff, spent $500, and then a couple days later, he was busted by the federal government for drugs.
Now, how is that linked to that?
It's not, but I just thought it was a funny coincidence, because you can make all kinds of, munchies jokes, I guess.
Mm-hmm. I swear those Thin Mints weren't mine.
God.
Yeah.
I was only holding the trefoils.
Do you guys buy Girl Scout cookies?
On occasion.
I just finished a box of Tagalongs recently, actually. How do they get the names of these like Thin Mints? That's the only one that actually makes sense, because you know that they're mint and they're kind of thinnish.
Well, there's lemon coolers, I think, too, right?
What are the peanut butter ones called?
Tagalongs.
Those are the Tagalongs.
Yeah.
There's two
I
peanut
don't
butter
understand, like, Tagalong. That makes me think of, like, an annoying little bratty brother or something. It doesn't make me think peanut butter chocolate together in a cookie. I wish you were still answering questions like this, Kevin, because I need to know that.
Well, I'll tell you what. Tagalong is named after, it was a Chinese exchange program where you actually go and play games and chase them. And you had to tag them on.
So what does that have to do with peanut butter and chocolate?
Well, the kid always had his hands in the peanut butter jar. And
I thought that was like a Native American American chief, Tagalong.
What, like Nutella?
Yeah, that's it. Nutella.
Oh, God.
Do you guys remember the kookaburras? The cookies from the 80s, I think, early 80s?
Chupacabras? What?
Yeah, chupacabra.
That does sound like a cookie or
That's
a candy.
a great cookie.
Sarah was just looking.
Feel like a goat, that thing.
Sarah was looking earlier at a Twitter thread about they were making up Girl Scout cookies, and I think what it said sneakerdoodles she liked and Cheryl's problems. But Girl Scouts don't get a lot of money from the cookies, so you're better off.
Oh no, they don't.
giving them
Yeah, I heard about that.
giving them an actual donation and then going to the store because Keebler makes most of the cookies anyway, and you can get them all year long for a lot cheaper. So,
Jocelyn sells those suckers too.
does she?
Of course.
She sells, and my buddy Brian Chenier, the one who gave us the kitten, he has spent like a ridiculous amount of money just to help her get her badge of cookiness. I don't know what that is. But
Yeah.
Badge of cookiness.
yes,
There is a badge
that's
for
right.
it, yeah.
Badge of cookiness.
Yeah.
If you throw them up, are you tossing your cookies?
It's better than tossing your salad, right?
No!
What's the deal?
That's what she said.
Yeah, there it's appropriate.
Yeah, that's true. All right, here's my news.
Okay.
Two arrested in a buffet brawl over
I saw
crab
this.
legs. Huntsville, Alabama. Two people went up and were waiting for the crab legs to come out. And it's in the Meteor Buffet Hibachi Grill. So it's a buffet where you get crab legs, which I think is great. I don't think I've ever been to a buffet where you can get crab legs, all you can eat.
I don't know if I want to go to a buffet. That's
Mr. Zerb,
yes, sir.
I have a question, so I'm raising my hand.
Sean, in the back?
Yes, in Alabama, where do they get crab legs from that they're so good that people have to fight over them?
Mobile Bay,
Yeah, there is Mobile Bay.
where they filmed the last segment of Close Encounters of the Third Kind, by the way.
There's Mobile, there's Huntsville Harbor. Have you ever been there?
Been through there.
Been through
as a kid.
Huntsville, but
I don't know, but these two, the crab legs came. The gentleman, this elderly gentleman, ended up getting a cut on the head because the woman grabbed tongs and started swinging at her.
God.
Swinging at him, John Chapman. And,
those swinging tongues.
And the girl,
That's my band.
the lady, young Chiquita Jenkins, grabbed a tong thing and started stabbing him, and it was terrible. So they started fighting like sword fighting, and and they both. Sorry, Mr. Chapman got off with a warning, and Miss Jenkins ended up with serving a little bit of time because she cut him up pretty good with them.
Wow.
Crab
Those
legs.
tongues are.
Over the fact that the crab legs came out 10 minutes late.
I think it was like
And,
10 years ago or something. The CEO of Red Lobster had gotten fired because the company lost a lot of money under her leadership. What happened is she had an all-you-can-eat crab legs thing that she introduced, and she thought people would only eat like 3 or 4 crab legs.
Oh boy!
See, Chesapeake Bay used to. Do you ever have Chesapeake Bay restaurants in your area?
Nope. I wouldn't.
We had that.
I don't do seafood. Seafood makes me vomit.
Oh,
Well, it makes me
that's too
gag.
bad.
I didn't ask if you did seafood.
I don't care. I'm just offering up the information voluntarily because I'm
little tiny
nice.
Chinese restaurant corner that has cheeseburgers.
Yeah.
Well, the point was that Chesapeake Bay had countless all you could eat crab legs and hush puppies.
Yep.
They ran out of business. The restaurants ended up closing because of that exact same fact. So yeah, it's expensive to give away that stuff for free.
Yeah.
So be it. All right, you ready for some quick interviews?
Sure.
No, but it hasn't stopped me.
Quick interviews.
Jim, we got to do a show in a couple days.
Crashing halt.
I don't think Kevin's heard Pie Factory.
No, I have. I love Pie Factory. I'm being dead serious. I do. The only time I stop is when you guys start talking seriously about the video game, and then I quit. Because it's like Fergs. I listen to Ferg until he starts talking
So
about
you
the
don't
cart
know
number.
about Uncle Pooh and Tinkle Pit
Oh boy.
If you
and
talked
Miss
about
World
it
Nude 96?
if you talked about it before the video game thing, then yeah. I've heard
These
it.
are video games.
They are. Then no, I don't.
You need to open up MAME and play Miss World Nude 96.
I wonder if it's on archive.org. You can play it right in your browser.
Oh yeah. Thank you, Archive. Shelley, you're going to bed early tonight. All right. I got an anonymous interview. With the young lady that works at a store that I frequent. She's very sweet. She actually is a friend of mine, but she preferred to stay anonymous.
Oh, okay.
And,
so it's not just somebody you started talking to.
If I was your friend,
Well-
I probably would too. So
I'll let you decide.
Kevin will talk to anybody.
Jim? I heard that. Here you go.
And now, Zub's interview, short and sweet.
Ladies and gentlemen, anonymous chick.
So I'm here with an anonymous lady, and she's going to answer some questions. 5. Pardon me, young lady.
Yes.
What's your favorite time of year and why?
The winter time because it's cold.
That plastic bag is going to be really annoying when they hear that in the day. That would be perfect interview if I just left it like that.
All right.
All right. Favorite time of year and why?
The winter time because it's cold.
4. Simpsons or Family Guy?
The Simpsons.
Very good. 3. Buffalo wings or onion rings?
Buffalo wings.
I am so sorry. We were looking for calamari. Disney or Warner Brothers?
Warner Brothers.
All right. Very good. So far, you're perfect all the way through. 1. Do you love me?
French toast.
That hurts.
I don't know how to answer that question.
That's it. That's the quick interview for right there.
You changed the question in the middle there.
I'm trying to change them because I don't want them to be the same questions every time. In fact, future interviews are going to have a completely different list of questions.
You got to ask them what their favorite curse word is.
I should.
Snuggle bunnies.
All right, guys, it's time to go on to music.
Music.
Are you ready? Let's talk some music.
Okay. Oh, no.
Music.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, no.
Hello, gentlemen.
It looks like we're not going to be talking about music for a while.
Would you say for a couple seconds, my name is Kafira?
wow, you're even sexier in person.
Thank you, Jimmy. Thank you, Jim. Thank you, Jim.
If Ferg don't want you,
That's the angriest thanks I ever heard.
well, she is talking to me.
Well,
all right, guys, there's plenty of me to go around.
There certainly is.
Now listen, who wants to have me really, you want to hear me rearrange the alphabet?
no.
Sure.
No.
Because all you have to do is put your dick in my Huh? Who's gonna go ahead? All 3 of you. Huh? No? Hey, Jim, I got a question. I'll ask you both 2 questions. Ferg's gone for the rest of this, so... Hey, would you ever have sex with a stranger?
Stranger what?
Survey says possibly.
Oh, well then, let me introduce myself. My name is Kafira. That's it. So now we have... Hey! Sean!
Yes?
Sean, were you born on the toilet?
I am not even going to ask.
Because you're the man.
Oh, God.
I thought you were going to say he was plugged up.
I don't think I want to know what you do in the toilet, so... No, don't.
Funny!
At the very least, provide a picture as a warning.
Well, I should have done that with my face, too, but I think... Hey, Jim!
Yep.
Hey! You can call me Medusa, because I'm going to make you rock hard.
And scene.
Wait, one more! Hey, Sean!
Yeah, I'm in the other room, but I can hear you.
Hey, all the games you play, have you ever played Flappy Bird?
I believe so, yes. Why?
Well, because I could tap you all night!
Oh, I get it!
Kafir, I think, is not going to be showing up much more. Sean.
Yes?
What did you listen to in the music genre here?
Oh, in the music genre here. I've been really digging the latest addition to my vinyl collection, Goodbye My 4-Track by Logan Whitehurst and the Junior Science Club. It actually came out originally about 15 years ago, but they just put it out on vinyl. I think it was a limited edition, like 500, as we say here. And it's a 2-record set because the original CD had 21 songs, asterisk, and 45 RPMs, 1 green record, 1 orange record. That's what sold it for me because I'm a slut for non-black vinyl.
Yeah.
Like you show me something that's a different color. It's like,
yeah, I know.
I got a purple Prince album, so I know that feeling.
In fact, the orange
Let me
record
see.
is
Sean said, "I'm a slut" at about 55 minutes.
And the orange record is, I'm not putting that away because it looks so delicious on that turntable.
Yeah.
Oh man, it's either use that or use the black Audio Technica slip mat.
Nah, stick with the orange.
Stick with the orange. So I've been listening to
Definitely.
that, and today I was listening to my work from home playlist.
Well, give me a couple of song ideas that you've popped on there.
Oh, that popped on there. Let's see. Angela by John Lennon.
Okay.
Let's see. There's Wooden Ships and Helplessly Hoping from Crosby, Stills and Nash.
Okay.
Let's see. I got Pillow Time by the Monkees, which is kind of relaxing. Bluebird by Wings. Happiness Runs by Donovan from his Barabahal album.
I love that song.
And,
God bless you.
Oh, man, what else? There's Wonderment's Time Has You. Very relaxing, yet very... But it's not quite intense enough to make me not concentrate, but it's intense enough to be like, yeah, let's listen to this bastard.
Yeah.
Now, I wrote down Pillow Time by the Monkees. I have never heard of this album. What is that about?
Well, it's from the second album that they did after Peter Tork left, actually. It's a song that Mickey Dolenz' mom wrote. It's kind of a lullaby.
I'm going to look that up because I'm very interested.
Now, you're listening to that version, not the headquarters version, right?
The headquarters version freaks me out.
Because of that,
maybe
whatever that thing is that he's playing.
It's a wonderland for Alice. I'm not sleeping tonight, man.
Maybe I have heard that because it kind of rings a bell, but I wasn't sure. I thought it was like an album also.
And let's see, I have I also in that playlist. There's a song called "Anchors Away" by my friend Rand, who he has an imaginary band called the Random Hubiak because his name is Rand Hubiak and his middle initial is M.
Really?
And it's from an album.
So that's awesome.
Yeah, he put out an album a couple of years ago called "Memoirs of a Man Whore."
Jeez.
And I swear to God, like half the songs have the word whore in the lyrics.
Is it easy to
like
find
referring
online?
to himself. I believe it is. I believe it is available online.
Okay, look that up, guys. Put that in the Googles. I'm sure you can find it.
Yep.
80-something songs on this album that you have, the Whitehurst. 81?
21.
Is that correct?
Well, he actually, the last album he did before he died was called Really Tiny Songs, and that one has like a whole ass ton of songs, like probably about
That's
81.
what I'm looking. That's the one I'm looking at. I'm sorry, I looked that up, and that's what I got from 2007. I thought that's the one that you had. I'm sorry. Jimold, what did you listen to?
Well, first of all, I have heard some good news recently that King's X is actually working on another album, so there's that.
Oh, yeah.
And,
I'm a King's X fan.
Probably
I
my
love
favorite band. They're tied with Steely Dan and Genesis, Phil Collins era, as my favorite band. Controversial opinion. Peter Gabriel was better without Genesis, and Genesis was better with Phil Collins. Personal opinion.
Agreed.
But,
yeah, I agree too.
Agreed.
But I've actually been listening to the album Pray for the Wicked by Panic at the Disco. I don't really get into much of current music, but I've been on a kick with Panic at the Disco ever since I heard, what was the song? I Write Sins, Not Tragedies, off of their album A Fever You Can't Sweat Out. That was like their biggest hit.
I like that.
Yeah. Their first album, their titles had absolutely nothing to do with the song content. They had a song off of that album called These Tables Are All Numbered, Honey, You Just Haven't Figured It Out Yet.
I like this.
One of the songs was Tax for Snacks and Nails for Dinner. And it was just all weird stuff like that. But they've since gotten away from that, and was it their second album? I don't have all their albums. I've only got 4 of them. Their second album was called Pretty Odd. And the whole album had a Beatles vibe to it. One of their best songs on there, Northern Downpour, is an amazing song. I love that one. And there's songs like... The
Beatles! Sorry. I'm late with that.
A little late, yeah.
The song and video for 9 in the Afternoon is definitely inspired by Sgt. Pepper's. The whole album is like really, really good. I think it's their high point, but it's like been a controversial album because they went away from the style that they were doing, and it turned some fans off, but personally, I like it.
What is their main song that just explodes on the radio all the time? Because I've heard of Panic! In the Disco before.
Well, recently, their big songs are that you can play on the radio are Say Amen, Saturday Night, High Hopes. I'm not sure if Dying in L.A. is one of them. That's one of the most beautiful songs. It is so sad. It's about a girl that goes to Los Angeles and has all of these promises made to her, and she's just crushed. But let me see. What's their...
How far back do they go?
2009?
Early 2000? Oh, that late? I thought it was earlier.
Wow, okay. Because I know I've heard of these guys.
Might be earlier. Where's the track listing? Okay, here's the track listing. The first song is F*** a Silver Lining.
Yep.
Okay.
That's Say Amen, Saturday Night. The video for Say Amen, Saturday Night is bloodier than some horror films.
Okay.
Hey, Look, Ma, I Made It. Hey, Look, Ma, I Made It. The video for that song is the lead singer of the band is a Muppet, and he's like going through making it in L.A. Then there's High Hopes. That's a good song. There's Roaring Twenties. Dancing's Not a Crime. One of the Drunks. The Overpass is pretty good. King of the Clouds, Old Fashioned, and then of course Dying in L.A. They recently did a remake of Bohemian Rhapsody for the soundtrack of Suicide Squad, which was actually really good.
Oh, okay.
I'd be interested to hear that.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty good. I mean, nothing's going to top the original, but if anybody was going to do it, it would be them.
Yeah.
Really, technically, Panic! At the Disco is just one guy now, Brendan Urie. And the previous album they did, which is one that I bought that I really love, is Death of a Bachelor. And that album he goes into the full Frank Sinatra mode on a couple of songs on that album.
I got to check this out.
Okay.
Yeah.
I remember reading about that.
And it's really good. I love this song, Crazy Equals Genius. And when I first heard the song, I was telling Sean about it. They got a lyric in it, lyric in the song, "You're just like Mike Love, but you want to be Brian Wilson." And later in the song, "You're just like Mike Love, but you want to be Brian Wilson. You're just like Mike Love, but you'll never be Dennis Wilson."
Oh.
Who is Dennis Wilson?
They're both from Brian and Dennis Wilson, both from the Beach Boys.
Dennis played the drums.
Yeah.
I knew that.
Yeah,
So-
I
I
guess one way to explain Dennis Wilson is he's the Charles Manson connection to the group, and that's
Yes.
probably why he essentially had an early grave.
Yeah.
In the movie, which one was he played by? Was he the one that was played by...
Bruce Greenwood.
That's what I was
In the
gonna say.
first bad movie, it was Bruce Greenwood. I don't know about the second bad movie, and I don't know who played him in the good one.
Which one is the good movie? That's the one with... brain.
John Cusack and Paul Dano.
That's my good one, yeah.
Love and
That's one I
Mercy.
liked.
See, everybody was going nuts over Paul Dano in that movie. Me, I thought John Cusack did a hell of a job. I literally
did,
forgot I was watching John Cusack.
Yeah, it's hard to do that, too, with him.
Yeah, I loved him in what was that movie, 1806?
Oh, the one about the hotel.
Stephen King.
1402.
Is that 1306?
1402.
That's the one.
Based on the Stephen King novel.
Yeah.
You know, I want to do podcasting for a living. It's going to be very frustrating.
It's 14 something.
You got it, 1406.
Oh, see?
I got the Blockbuster copy. I think everybody has a Blockbuster
Be kind,
copy.
rewind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I tried, but the DVD still looks the same every single time. Ferg, what did you listen to?
I listened to this. Oh, there goes that.
Monkey Business.
Monkey Business.
Ah, yes.
It's the
Is
first
that side two that I'm seeing? Because I
Side
never
two.
saw. Okay.
Yes,
Because
that was
I had
side
it
two.
on tape, and I only saw the no time graphic on the other side. So.
Yes, it's a picture disc
Yeah.
from the first Monkeys album that Rhino put out, I believe, and the first new Monkees album that I bought. I think I had the first 2 albums and the Laurie House compilation when I got that in 1982. But it's actually the first album that they put out that had a couple of unreleased tracks on it to that point. And now there's just tons and tons of unreleased tracks that are out there that, well, they're not unreleased anymore, but
Yeah.
But back then, they didn't have very good pressing quality for picture discs, so it doesn't sound that great as it would now.
The tape sounded like garbage, too.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. But it's got Steam Engine on it, which I think I was familiar with from watching the show because that was in the second batch of, what's that word? Syndication? When they redid them in the early 70s.
You can actually see the episode that had that on the Blu-ray set with Steam Engine intact. That's one of the extra options.
Wasn't it the Monkees on Tour episode?
It was the Monkees on Tour. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. And I think they just pulled it right from the episode.
Yeah, my wife, there actually is a studio quality version available.
Yeah, oh yeah.
That they released since then.
Yeah.
But yeah, my wife and I just watched the Monkees on Tour recently, and we were flipping through the Blu-ray menu, and one of the options was to watch it with the 1969 soundtrack.
Oh, okay. So that's the newer box set, right? Okay. But it's got a lot of good songs on it. Porpoise Song is on here. Steam Engine, like I said, Pleasant Valley Sunday.
Stuff on that.
Yeah, Love to Love hadn't come out yet. Some of the singles like Someday Man and Nice to Be With You. The Kirshner single, She Hangs Out, which never came out.
It came out in Canada, I think.
Oh, that's right. You're right. Yes. Davy Jones, my favorite monkey.
There's a lot of Davy on that.
There is. Yeah. But it was, for me, it would be another, I think, 4 years before, or 5 years before the Cold Gems albums would be re-released, because I think they're out of print in 1982.
Yep.
So this is all there was besides the 2 Arista comps.
Mm-hmm.
But I was listening to it, obviously, because Peter Tork passed away last week.
Yeah.
2 weeks ago? Or last week?
It was a week ago.
Yeah.
It was a week ago, yep.
So I was listening to a lot of my Monkees vinyl that I hadn't listened to in a long time. So it was nice to go through them and listen to them.
Peter was sick from the cancer. Is that what took him?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, he had an operation. Was it, how long ago was it, Sean? Do you remember?
It was several years ago, actually, I think.
Yeah. Because you were talking about, we were talking about before, Autobiography of a Schnook. Everybody should check it out. The most recent episode that Sean did had a segment on Peter Tork, which is really, really good.
Yep. Second part. Don't tell you anything about it. I haven't heard it yet.
Okay.
He dies in the end.
Don't do that.
Oh, I know he would.
But yeah, it was fun to go through it. There's not, on the regular albums that were released, there's not a lot of Peter Tork on there, except maybe for Head. That's it, and Headquarters. And it's just like, for me, Peter Tork, there's not enough. Just like there's not enough Love and Spoonful music.
What is his name again?
Peter Thorkelson. Peter Halston Thorkelson. Peter Tork.
Peter Tork? Peter Tork? Okay.
What did you listen to, Kevin?
George Papatheodoro.
George. Sexy George.
Sexy George, close friend of mine, has been on Please Stand By before, but I love his music. He has this album, No Room for the Romantics, which is available at romantiquemusic.bandcamp.com, where you can find all of George's albums. But this album is my favorite right now because he's done some cover songs on there. One of my favorites that he's done is In Your Eyes by Peter Gabriel. Ooh, and I was listening to that. Yeah, he did a really, really good job of that. One thing I can't thank him enough for is the version of The Boys of Summer.
Yes, I love his version of that.
So on this album, did he actually cover anything by the Romantics?
Not at all.
Oh, well,
Not
there's
at
no
all.
room for the Romantics, so.
Yeah. None at all. All instruments are played by George, produced and arranged and mixed and mastered, except for the soprano saxophone played by Jim Cheek. From his cheek to his mouth, out his lips. Thank you, Jim. So check this album out. It's only $4.50 in European money, but let's see how much it costs in American change. It'd be $5.11 in U.S.
Nice.
dollars. Or you could just stream it from the site, romantiquemusic.bandcamp.com. Check them out. It's really
Good dude.
great. Yeah, yes, love him to death. All right, guys.
Nice.
This section, I don't know if you know anything about, but Jim, can I please borrow a quarter?
I got a dime and 2 nickels and 5 pennies.
Why does Ferg think that's so funny?
He's obviously never played a video game before.
I guess he hasn't. Let's go ahead and play some.
Good work. Did you play any video games?
Sounds like a kitten.
Well, Sean, what did you pew to?
Oh, well, I've been playing Cubert's Cubes a lot lately. Because I'm so addicted. Ferg finds something.
That was good.
Oh my God, Ferg's actually laughing.
That never happens.
That never happens. Good Lord.
God, that was funny.
Playing Cubert's Cubes, like I said, is the sequel to Cubert, and Cubert has to hop around a diamond-shaped arrangement of cubes and rotate the cubes so that they match a certain color pattern, and then, yay, the level's over, you move on. And I've been getting super addicted to that. So I've been playing the living crap out of it. Oh, something else that I just recently discovered. And
what is that you want to tell us?
Well,
what is that you're doing with your hands?
Well, let me tell you there.
We have to clap.
Yes. So I not terribly long ago bought a PS4 controller thingy, even though I don't have a PS4. But I figured, hey, I got a couple of modern games. I should use a modern controller with it. And I found that these things work amazingly well when you emulate Charlie Chuck's Food Fight.
Really?
Because Food Fight uses that weird, 47-direction joystick.
Yeah.
It works. This thing works perfectly. I guess these are the analog thumb control. It's amazing.
Oh, wow.
Even though it's left-handed, but...
Is it harder
still.
to control with the analog thumb? Because I find it a little weird.
I don't think so.
No. Okay.
If it's left-handed, can
The thing
you
is,
get
I
behind
suck
it
at the game to
and use
begin
it?
with, so
Or we
I
can
really
talk
don't
about
know.
that later. That's fine.
What are you saying?
What, sucking at Cubert's Cubes?
Let's make a stupid joke about the left-handed controller. If you got behind it, would it be able to work as a right-handed controller? But no.
Should have 2 analog thumbsticks, though. You should
There
be
are,
able
but
to...
only one. Actually, is there a way to? I could say, hey, use this for. But then I would have to.
You have
I'd
to remap
like,
all the controls, but
I have to.
you should be able to
Yeah.
do
Then I
it.
have to. Well, then I guess I could use one of the shoulder buttons for.
Yeah, fire. That might actually work a lot better than the normal configuration.
Yeah, because I grew up when controllers were right-handed, so you know.
Yeah, me too.
Physically
It's so
grew
weird
up.
that they have shoulder buttons on the thing.
Well, yeah, so you can get a workout because everybody was complaining that kids are getting fat from playing video games. So you have the shoulder buttons now.
That's where that dance comes in for the 80s.
They even had a little, kind of a stationary cycle controller that they were trying out for, Ms. Pac-Man or something. So, yeah, there are always advances in video game controllers.
Tell us about the Sinister here.
Sinistar. First of all...
Okay, then.
Well, I'm going to let Jim talk about that.
It's pronounced Galaga.
Yeah, it's pronounced Galaga. And I'm the only one that pronounces it correctly. The first game was Galaxian, the second game is Galaga. Boom. Mic drop. Yeah, actually, I don't want him to drop the mic.
I still don't see the connection.
That's because you're dumb. But, well, dumber than me.
Oh, did you ever see The Incredible Shrinking Woman?
Yeah.
When they were advertising Galaxy Glue?
No.
Oh.
I don't remember the connection, but yeah.
The first game was Galaxian.
I never thought about that.
Galaxian. At any rate, that's not what I'm talking about. Sinistar.
There's still no.
I added to the notes a YouTube link. It's one of the earliest games that have voice in it. Not the first, but it's a pretty early one. It's 1982.
Beware, I live.
Beware, I live. Run, coward. Run, run.
I am Sinistar. Beware, I live. Run, run, run. Beware, coward. Run, coward. I hunger.
But
Run, Howard.
Yeah, in development, the game was nicknamed Opie Star because they thought he was saying "Run, Howard."
Run, Howard.
Run, Howard. But you got a spaceship. It's got like a weird joystick, kind of like Food Fight does. It's got like, 60-some directions, 40-some, I don't remember. But it's widely considered one of, if not the hardest arcade game ever made. You got a spaceship. Cool. You got to mine crystals from the ship to make Cinnabombs. Then there are other aliens. There are warriors and workers, and the workers are also mining the crystals to build the Cinestar. And once the Cinestar gets built, you have to release your Cinnabombs to kill the Cinestar. Once you do that, you move on to the next level, and the level of aggression of the enemies changes from level to level, as well as the number of enemies, number of asteroids, and whatever.
I love Cinnabons. They're so good.
Mm-hmm. No, you come over to my neighborhood and get some cinnamon rolls from Ann Sather. You'll never, ever want a Cinnabon thingy again.
Yeah.
Really?
All right, so years ago, my sister and I played a game called Strike a Match. It was on a site called Boxer Jam. They had a bunch of different games on there. And it's like a word game where it flashes up 6 different words or phrases, and you have to pick 2, and then it goes to another round where you have to pick a 3-word phrase out of 6 or 9, I forget. And then you have another round where there's 6 words, and they flash. There's no words there, but they'll flash on, and you have to match up the 3 sets of 2 words. It's a really a cool game. I wasted a lot of time playing it back then. I guess the early 2000s, 2005 or 6 or so. And then the site went away, and you couldn't play it anymore. And I, for some reason, decided to look it up today, and I found a game called Kissin' Cousins, which is basically the same game. So I was so happy to find that, and I was just sitting there. It's a lot easier because you had to use your mouse, and it's a time-based scoring system.
Yeah.
So, the quicker you answer, the more points you get. And using the mouse was difficult, but with the phone, you just got to hit it with your finger. And you answer the questions, and it's a lot of fun. I love the game. I read the reviews on the App Store. It was saying that they only have a certain amount of words in there, I think, but I still enjoyed it. It was fun playing a game I hadn't played for years and years.
I wish I had female cousins. I don't. I only have male cousins, and I can't kiss them.
Yeah. What'd you play, Kevin?
Hey, thanks for asking.
Yeah, do
I played Outlast again. I've played this before and spoke about it on the show, but I'll speak of it again. Decided to play this again from scratch, and I love this game very much. It's a game where you are a reporter and you're checking out this area that is supposedly haunted, and you go and you're investigating the Mount Massive Asylum. And that's the name
Massive.
of it. Mount Massive.
There's actually a mountain in Colorado called Mount Massive.
Really?
Yep. Mm-hmm. Maybe this is where this takes place because it's a huge, huge place. It goes on for hours, and it scares the living crap out of you. It's done really, really well. There's a couple of bad guys that are in charge, and they seem to be ghosts of what was, but at the same time you're not too sure, and you're being chased by a whole bunch of creepy things, and there's things that just pop out of nowhere all through the game. And what's fun to do is play it in the dark, and I scream like a little 12-year-old girl every time I play it. And it's a fun game, and it's very inexpensive right now. I think they are selling it for $19.99.
Yep.
Put it on your wish list on Steam, and you can get it for much cheaper than that, which is what I do. There's 3 games now to it. There's Outlast, and then there's a downloadable content game called Outlast Whistleblower, where you find out who is the one who called the reporter in the first place, and then you play his life in the game before something terrible happens. And then there's Outlast 2, which is a completely different story, which takes place sort of like with a pagan ritual kind of situation somewhere else. And you go into this, your plane crashes in this area, and the area that you crashed in is loaded with a bunch of hooligans who are coming after you because they want you to join their cult, sort of like the Mormons. So And I could say Mormon because I've sang in a choir and my wife was Mormon at one time.
Oh, there you go.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't.
Shelley started in Nebraska and moved to New York. That's where she and I became close.
Aww.
And within a week, Mormons were at the door. And she told not many that she was moving to New York. New York down to Virginia. And at the apartment that we lived in Virginia, Mormons came to the door. We live in Connecticut now, and once people came to the door dressed in suit and tie with little black books in their hands, we didn't answer the door.
Hello.
But they sure do find their own. Play Outlast. You'll know what I mean.
I'm looking at the trailer for it right now, and it looks interesting. I'm just wondering how it would be with my motion sickness, because if I play a game like this for too long, I start getting a little nauseous and get headaches.
Oh, boy.
You are in charge of the motion control. In other words, you're looking through the video camera. The video camera that you are equipped with is completely in your control, and you can turn it on and off that because I get exactly the same way. And so there's no motion blur, and there's none. I turned all that crap off because I hate that, especially if I'm playing a first-person shooter, which I do all the time. There's a lot of running back and forth, and there's a lot of this movement in the game, which you can't see in the audio format, but I'm swaying side to side.
I recently went back and played through Duke Nukem 3D again, and I was really getting horrible headaches at that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can turn that off now because a lot of people were getting, and they always put warnings of seizures and stuff up now because of that. People getting sick or something like that because the graphics are so tight and high definition, and on top of that you add this movement back and forth, and it's just people's equilibrium say screw it. So they make that option available.
That little sound effect was actually fit in quite well with where I am at in the trailer.
Oh, good. I'm glad that worked. Now, before we do the ending song choice, I would like to say one thing now, and hopefully I think, Ferg, you and I will say it again later before it actually happens, but I would like to say,
Happy St. Patrick's Day!
Coming soon to a bar near you. Drink green.
I found a treasure house of music. The sound engineer is ready. The musicians are set. Now examined and found flawless, it is recorded for you by the world's greatest artist.
Yes, and the world's greatest artist is me.
Oh, humble.
And the show tonight with a song called Graffiti by me, the Zerbitron. Zerbitron is the name I use when I'm doing 80s synths music, and that's what this is. It's a track. The title track from the new album to be released April of 2019, which happens to be this year at the particular time we're recording this episode. You can find this and many a synthwave album over there at zerbitron.bandcamp.com. All music is free and shall be until the day I die, in which case Shelley will try to get money for everything. Jim and Sean, thank you very much, both of you, for showing up for this particular episode. It makes me very happy.
Well, thank you for having us, and my apologies to Jerry for having to leave the room. No, it's nothing personal, just allergies.
And thank you for not kicking me out.
I would never, ever.
As far as I know.
I wouldn't. I can't afford it.
I am Sue happy after all.
Won't you please join us next time?
Nobody ever lends money to a man with a sense of humor.
Then how come I'm not rolling in bucks?
www.wordpress.com. Visit Zerbinatorland on Facebook, Google+, and Twitter. All shows available in iTunes, Stitcher, RSS download, and Google Play. Thanks for listening. Have a good night.